you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. They suck.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knockem Dead radio show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday. It is the 15th of December. Thanks for joining us here on the Knockem Dead Comedy Show, coming at you live on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast Twitch channel. Thanks for joining us. Please, right above my head, you see the graphic. Please subscribe or follow, whatever you do on Twitch, above my head right there. Yep, right there. subscribe, and please share this show all over your social media pages. We would appreciate it very much. The more we build our numbers, then we can get better guests in here, including this guy. Tim Thompson's here with us.
Hey.
Nice to see you, pal.
Thanks for having me.
You're clapping for yourself?
I don't know why. This is what happens as a comic. You hear clapping.
Yeah.
You just get trained. Just to start clapping. I don't know. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you, man?
Good.
Yeah?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. You're
Yes.
very festive with your Santa hat.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I thought it was a Coca-Cola hat. I am sorry. I just saw the colors. It's getting chilly out.
It is getting chilly out.
Yeah.
Is that, does that,
Is that common this time of year? Yes.
yes.
All right.
Yeah, oh, is that what
And
happens?
here's your
every
weather
December?
update. Cold, darkness.
Do you you don't just do local, you travel a little bit for your comedy, right?
Yeah.
Does this weather like get in the way, like, you know, like, because you're
Does
like,
weather get in the way of
Well,
travel?
well, no, because like, does it make it hard to schedule gigs, you know, when you have the weather to worry
Well,
about?
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But you just got to go.
But
right
you just
through
schedule it, and then if the weather's bad, you cancel.
Like Santa, the post office, serial killers. You just got to go through no matter what the weather is.
There
You
you
got to
go.
get the things done.
And all of those job titles,
Work for the
they're very, all that too,
Yeah.
and they're very dedicated to their craft.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
True artists. Those postal workers.
That's right. Exactly.
Actually, I don't know if the postal worker. There have been times it snowed and like there's no mail. And, like,
It does seem like like they've come off that.
What is their mantra or their oath?
Yes.
No rain or sleet
or snow or whatever. Yeah, something
snow
like that. But that seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, but then you get mail on Sunday. Like I see, like what the hell is this crap?
Yeah, like they're delivering
One
packages.
day,
It throws you off. Like,
yeah. Should I have been at work today? What's going on?
maybe that guy's making up for a day he missed or something.
Probably. It might be it. Yeah, it's kind of a Newman kind of thing where he's got to make the deliveries.
Right. He's not actually scheduled to work. He just that's when he got to it. What's your full-time gig?
Oh my God.
Do you not have one?
No, I do. I work from home
Oh.
for several hospitals doing filing.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
you did tell me that. I
Very,
forgot.
very boring. But, yeah.
Hey, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
Filing, like computer filing?
No. They actually sent me a filing cabinet.
Come on.
And I just put the things in order, and then I ship it back to them. I wrap it up. Are you fucking serious right now? My Lord. Is it the hat? You just believe anyone with his hat and a beard? Like, I'm in a party. And
I swear to you, I'm sitting there thinking.
My parents put him on his lap, and I told him I won. And he said, all right, take your pants off. And now I'm here at the police station to tell you.
I swear to God, I'm sitting there thinking, is this for real? Like, I didn't know what to make of it.
No, computers. It is all computers now. It's science and nerds and
So, what? Because
insurance filings. So yeah,
but
like appeals and everything. That's yeah.
But all right, so I'm a lawyer, and I'm looking at an appeal, and then I can't just take the file and put it like they actually need somebody to like where.
There's just so many. I mean,
so they just send you a bunch of files, and you got to put them to where it belongs.
It's yeah, like it's mostly appeals. Like they've they've already filed, it didn't work out, they appeal, and it's a whole dance you have to do with the insurance companies, because then the insurance company is going to deny it.
Right.
Then in New York State, you can do an external appeal, and then the state gets involved, and it just makes you disgusted on both sides. You're just looking at the hospitals. I mean, they charge a ridiculous amount. Then you look at the other side, like, because get 10% of what they charge from the insurance company. So, and then it just makes me sit there in the basement like, humbug. I'm screaming at a mouse. I put a suit on. You're working at Christmas, Cratchit. And it's just like, it's just eating its own babies. Like, yes, Cratchit.
Eating its own baby.
Mice do that. Jerks. That should have been the Disney Christmas Carol. Scrooge McDuck is yelling, "You're going to work on Christmas," and he's just eating tiny. Yeah, see, you already brought your own snacks then. I'm Scottish. I'm the cheapest bastards on earth.
Eating leg of Tim.
Leg of Tim. God, kill me, everyone. Dear Lord, I feel.
Well, thanks for that perfect segue. Did you see this
Every time.
Saturday Night Live the other day with Martin Short and Steve Martin?
I saw some of I didn't see the whole episode.
Did you see their Christmas Carol skit?
Oh, when he was tossing the coins?
Yes.
Yes, I did see that. That is
I was dying.
that
Actually, that was old, right?
No, I think it was this week.
Was it
Yeah.
this week? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard to know because SNL, I haven't watched it live in years.
Yeah.
And then the next day, like while I'm working, I have like YouTube on, and they just split every sketch into like a different YouTube video. So like, what year is it? Like, it
Right.
starts playing it. I see it in all different fractions and everything. They even cut up like Weekend Update into like 3 different videos.
I did. I actually saw that. Yeah.
Why don't they just show the whole thing?
And but that I think I don't know what's going on with the monitors here.
Oh,
I thought you were reacting. I saw you make a face.
I was. There's this thing that captures your soul so people can see it.
Is that
Are these all GoPros that are just stationary? Like
no, they're not stationary. They're on these goosenecks, so we can.
I know, but like a GoPro is like made to go out there and see the excitement of movement, and you have it's like having an eagle and just putting it in a little cage. You think this GoPro is made for?
But they're good. They're good quality.
Damn
so they're good for
quality.
this too. And we got 5 of them. We got 1, 2, 3. We got one up there in the corner, and then that one hanging upside down.
Yeah, it's
sad. It's already finished, so it's upside down now. It's hanging low.
This camera hanging here is sponsored by Blue Chew. Blue Chew. When you're just hanging there sadly, and you don't want to go to your doctor because you're an embarrassed man. Blue Chew.
Yeah. Once we stroke it a little bit and it comes up,
Yeah,
it goes into the hallway. So on Saturday nights, sometimes we're in here Saturday nights.
You get it up on Saturday. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we show
Blue Chew.
It becomes the hallway cam, and it shows all the comedians because most of them don't come in here. So we just want to say, hey, we saw that guy. Like one time, Dice actually did walk by and he stopped and he waved and he said, "Have a nice night," and then he kept going. But at least we can say Dice was on our camera and acknowledged us.
You should set up a camera in Times Square. So you're like, hey, look, we got Captain America. There we go.
And Elmo.
Masturbating Elmo. Look at that. Just technically they were on the show.
And to your point, we can set up GoPros.
There you go.
See that? It's all full circle.
But that's the weather. It's dangerous to drive.
Well, So what did you think? Did you watch some of the other Martin and Short? See, I said
Martin and Short,
but that is Martin. Yeah. They should just make it one big name, Steve Martin Short.
Well, didn't they have a show on NBC for a bit? It was like a variety show.
Martin Short did with
Gad.
What
was it? Josh Gad?
No, wasn't it with
there was a show.
Maya, who was also from Saturday Night Live.
Maya Rudolph, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the two of them?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I liked it. Martin Short's a genius.
Yeah, and I do enjoy the Only Murders in the Building.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
First season was better than the second, but I still thought the second was pretty damn good.
No, you're right. Yeah, they're doing and they set up that third season. Like, all right, let's see what we're going to do here. Mm-hmm. Like, who am I talking to? Why am I watching the show alone?
But what do you? So, and you've said it yourself. You haven't watched Saturday Night Live in years, live anyway. And I'm with you. I haven't either. But then you get these two geniuses, Steve Martin, who's a true original. Mm-hmm. Do you watch that and say, see, this is what comedy is? Like, because Saturday Night Live, to me, they haven't done anything memorable in years. These two come along and you laugh your ass off the way you're supposed to.
Memorable. See, Saturday Night Live is weird. It is a generational thing that you just gravitate when it was at your peak age is when you think.
Do you think that's the case?
I think so. They've said that your musical taste doesn't change after the age of 23. You might discover new bands, but in the same genre that you've been programmed to like. So I think SNL is kind of the same. I find things in current SNL that's funny. Not all funny, but the stuff that was good, what I thought was good when I was young, you look at, so other people are going to think it's crap. Because I came up during the frat years of Farley, Sandler,
right,
Schneider,
Spade,
yeah, those guys. And then Will Ferrell, I would count, because he was the generation right after, but I was still at that age. And look at it now; it's kind of sophomoric and it's stupid. It was oh, I'm comb hand. I got a comb for a hand. You laughed at it like your ass off. Now
Right.
you're like, ah, crap.
But the
Blame the Jinko shorts.
do they have characters or people who are memorable now? Because all you hear now, at least all I hear, is people saying how bad it is now.
Yeah, and how old are these people that you're talking to? Are they all? It's just the
Yes,
echo chamber that you don't leave.
But even the young guys don't even watch it.
Yeah, they might watch a clip here and there that's like cut down on TikTok. Like things are too long. I was talking to a comic last night. It's so weird. Like no one wants to sit down and watch an hour and a half movie, but they'll watch 3 hours of TikTok videos.
It's true.
Like, well, what's the difference? Like they'll binge a show, like 2 seasons of a show, but I don't want to watch this Irishman. Who knows?
I was just about to say that.
Some
That's
Dutch woman.
exactly what I was about to
see
say.
a movie about a Dutch woman.
That was the whole news about that movie, not about the plot. Just, oh my God, it's 3 hours. So what? Like you said, people will binge watch for 12 hours.
I think the Irishman, you might have done well as a miniseries if they did a limited series and broke it up into episodes. I mean, it still did well, but I think you would have got more people. I mean, I think the new Avatar movie is, I might be wrong, but 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my God!
Is that you got a computation machine in front of you? I don't know if you want to check that.
A computation machine. You want me? You want me to check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it The Way of Water? And I'll go see it because I'm a psychopath. But no one likes anything that will take up too much time.
Right, which I don't really understand that. I do 3 hours and 10
3 hours
minutes.
and 10. I'm sorry, I was off. 3 hours 20 minutes. That's insane.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
SNL has lost its luster years ago, but Kate McKinnon is hilarious. Is she even still on
She's
it?
not on anymore. She
Right.
was very funny. And then some new kids will come out and they'll be hilarious. It always happens. They do a lot of different things. They got the Please Don't Destroy guys, those writers that you see them usually in their writing room, and they do their sketches. SNL will change and evolve. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like after Lorne Michaels leaves.
Is he leaving?
I mean, eventually.
Oh, well, eventually he's got it,
No, he
yeah.
hasn't announced it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Some
you
people
meant.
actually thought that that Thompson would take over, but
Really?
well, he's been doing. Think about how long he's been doing sketch comedy since he was a teenager.
He's the longest.
Yeah.
He's been on that show longer than anybody.
He was on all that. He was on Nickelodeon. He's been doing it longer than most. So
And he's a funny guy.
very funny.
And I was that actually shocked me that the when I learned that he's the longest. He's got the longest tenure ever on that show. He beats everybody.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
I think you could. Well, Daryl Hammond has been doing. He's the announcer now, so
Right.
I was there for him. Like, all right, shut up.
No, that
that's a
doesn't count.
weird guy in the back of my head. Don't
Yeah,
listen to
does he have a name?
him. No. Once you name it, then you have to keep it. Like, it's like children.
Thompson's been on there for 20 seasons. Thank you, Carol. Wow, holy cow.
Yeah. Who's the second line? Like, not hard. Tim Meadows? Or,
Meadows was on there for a long time.
who else? I mean,
I once got bumped. I was doing one of my murder mysteries at a theater. This is several years back, and they bumped us and made us change our date because they were bringing in Tim Meadows, and they thought they were like hot shit. Holy shit, we got Tim Meadows. The show ended up getting canceled because nobody bought tickets for that.
Tim Meadows doing what? Is he a stand-up?
I don't know if he does stand-up, but I do know I have a friend that is a part of Second City in Chicago, and he is always there. So I don't know if maybe he does some kind of improv show.
He's
I don't know.
homeless?
Well, now you're just being racist.
Yeah. What? Against comics? No, Tim Meadows is always working. I always see him on TV or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think he was most recent. I saw him, excuse me, on the Goldbergs.
Oh, really?
Teacher on there. Yeah. So.
I've never
No?
watched the Goldbergs.
Why? What do you watch?
I don't watch much.
You
You know what I'm watching now? I'm watching Tulsa King with Stallone. And there's another, that guy, Stallone is 77 years old.
Yeah.
I can't, I mean, there's definitely some fake, there's a little
CG?
too much plastic.
Oh.
No, I think it's plastic, but he still appears to be solid.
Yeah.
But,
It's a weird song. It's a.
yeah, there is something not right. It looks like, yeah, be careful, or if he'll tip over, like he'll break into pieces. Or something. Hey, butt kiss.
What do you think of that show?
It's. Do you watch it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's okay. It's good enough that I keep watching. It's not. I think they're trying a little too hard to be some kind of cool. It's a mob show.
Yes. Yeah.
And they're trying a little too hard to be, to have those memorable mob scenes that every mob show has. But like I said, it's good enough that I keep watching.
All right.
But and what else am I watching? That might actually be it right now.
That's it? It's a show you don't like, and it's the only thing you watch. I really don't care for this. Is it ever? It's on once a week, or has it been?
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, it's once a week. I don't even know what it's on because I find it on the net. And just
excuse me. I think it's on Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, now you seem to know a lot about a show you don't watch.
I know. It's so weird, but I know all the streaming things. I know
Really?
whatever. I don't know. It's a weird. I don't even watch it, but I know where to. If I wanted to,
You know where to go.
Find it.
All right.
Like,
So you're like a walking computation device.
yeah, sort of. Yeah, definitely a little. With the dumb things that are not important to anyone that will not help you advance in life whatsoever. Yeah, I know that.
You know what I am watching? And Carol, who's been commenting about Keenan, what is it? Keenan, what's his name? Thompson? Kevin? Keenan something Thompson.
You're almost there.
Yeah, what's the middle
you
name?
just said it.
What,
He has no middle name.
He does.
He might, but that's not what he's known for.
Isn't it? I thought he had
You
three.
think of Keenan Ivory Wayne's?
Oh, jeez, I say I'm racist. So is his name Keenan Thompson? What's his name?
Yeah.
It is.
But with
okay.
P. The P. Thompsons are weird. That's a personal thing.
Yeah. Did you never had the P? You just
No.
you didn't remove it as like a stage name or something.
No. Just remove one letter. Because everyone spells it wrong anyway. Why would I do that to me? No. I've told people, I might have said this already. Norm Macdonald was signing a book for me once, and he's like, what's your name? And like, oh, it's Thompson with no P. I'm like the wet blanket at a German party. No P, please. And he stopped, and he just looks at me. What? It's like a weird laugh. Like, crap, I still put the P.
Did he?
No. Better for the story.
Yes.
Yeah, no P. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Yeah, I don't know either. And I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Oh, I know what I was going to say.
Racism.
No, I wasn't. Well, Andrew Fremner says funny black man. Yeah, that's him being racist. So, Carol, I wanted to ask you, Carol, did you watch that documentary on autism the other night? There was a documentary on about autism on PBS.
On PBS, okay.
On this past Tuesday night. And I had mentioned it, and Carol, capital letters, she writes, yes. I was talking about it earlier this week. Supposedly it was going to be like this big eye-opening documentary about autism like you've never seen before. So, and Carol has an autistic son. I have an autistic daughter. So, Carol, what'd you think, Carol? I'm about
Is
three.
it a series or just one?
No, I believe it's just a documentary.
Okay.
Called In a Different Key. Carol, I'm about 3/4 of the way through, and I wouldn't say it's eye-opening. It's a nice little history of autism. Like, they even talked to the very first guy who was ever diagnosed in this country.
Oh, TED Autism.
Yes, exactly, right. Teddy Autism. But that was what it's about. His name is actually
How old is he?
Teddy
When
Autism
was he-
Autismberg. So it's a whole big racist thing going on that they
Yeah.
removed the Berg from the title.
Yeah.
So and that's what the special is about. The man, I think he's around 90 actually.
So when was he diagnosed?
He was diagnosed pretty early on.
No, I mean like what year? I mean, so like 70 years ago, 80 years ago?
Oh yeah,
When he was a kid?
Yeah, he was a
Wow.
little kid.
All right.
And
That's interesting.
they threw him, and back then they threw them all in homes and weren't treated well.
No, keep him out of homes. On
Keep
the
him
streets.
Keep him in the streets.
What do you mean a home? Oh, like a special group home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just you thought them like random homes. They just
Yeah, right.
throw them through the window. Keep this.
Here it is. The guy's like, what? They deliver on Sundays? when do they start delivering?
In the snow.
In the snow. My God. COD.
Fremder, describing him like that isn't racist. He is just a funny black guy. Oh, okay. Or you could just say he's a funny guy. You don't have to right. So you are racist. All right. So Carol says she liked the documentary. It's interesting to hear about Don Don Tiplett, that's the first guy to be diagnosed. And the community that accepted him in Mississippi. Yeah, it was interesting, but
Mississippi's very accepting,
yeah. But it was weird because he was diagnosed at an early age, put in a group home, but then his family realized this is wrong and they pulled him out.
Was he diagnosed with autism?
Yeah.
So he's the first successfully diagnosed person in the U.S. with autism. Oh, wow.
Yeah. The first person given that label, that
he must have been diagnosed with something else before that. If the label wasn't really established, then maybe I don't know.
No.
You know what? Piqued my interest.
Now you have to go watch.
Because the documentary everyone's talking about now is Harry and Meghan. That series, which is just, I haven't seen it, but it just seems
I'm not going to see it.
Tabloid.
I don't know why people care.
Why do people care about famous people?
Some famous people, yeah.
All famous people in some way. Like
the Kardashians. What have they done that make them so interesting? It's like Zsa Zsa Gabor. When she was alive, when I was a kid, she was like always. She was like the Kardashian of our childhood. And I remember thinking,
even do anything like Ava?
That's exactly it. That's exactly what I used to say to myself as I see her on TV. Like, what does she do that we care so much about? And it's the same thing with the Kardashians. They don't make these phenomenal movies. They don't put out incredible
they have a reality
music.
show that's very popular. Well, yeah, you don't understand it, but you know it exists. And
I know it
people
exists.
Enjoy it, yeah.
But I don't know why they enjoy it.
Yeah,
I try not to
say that about
judge.
Tulsa cake. Like, why are there people that's the only thing they watch, yet they don't like it? You don't like it. You're actually giving to this thing that you.
Well, I didn't say I don't like it. I just said it's not.
It's mad to you, but it's the only thing you watch. Yeah, you don't understand these other things people are passionate about.
You know, I've been watching lately.
Tulsa King. Yeah, you said that.
Yes.
I won't shut up about it.
I've been, and we're talking about watching just clips and stuff. I've been going on YouTube whenever I have like a break or sitting and eating and just watching.
Just say you're in the bathroom. When you're in the bathroom.
No, just eating.
Okay.
Eating in the bathroom. Yeah. I'm watching a lot of Don Rickles clips.
Okay.
Any Don Rickles I can find. I don't know why.
You're going down the Rickles hole.
Yeah, I'm like binge watching Don Rickles.
What did it just start appearing? Did you originally search for Don Rickles? Or you watch something else that led to, because it's weird where you try to see how these holes begin. Like, this is the algorithm. Algorithm is wrinkling you.
A few weeks ago, I watched Casino.
There it is. All right.
That's what started it. And I've always been a Rickles fan.
Yeah.
But seeing that movie, I was like, let me go look up some Don Rickles.
Yeah.
But I
watch a lot of the Dean Martin stuff.
The Dean Martin stuff, his Tonight Show appearances.
Yeah.
When he broke, did you ever see the clip when he broke Johnny Carson's cigarette box on the Tonight Show?
Oh, and then he's begging him like, "I'm sorry, Johnny." Was that?
And then Johnny goes because Johnny wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So the next day, Johnny's doing a show. He finds the broken thing, and Rickles is in another studio, like the very next studio
leaves,
filming.
Right to this, he goes.
Yeah,
to the
Carson
studio,
goes in and just barges in, and it's hilarious.
I think it was like a new Rickles centric pilot.
Yes. Yeah, it was
Rickles family.
Rickles family matters.
After he's like on his set, he's just like, that Puerto Rican.
And my wife.
My wife with the Irish. Johnny just walks in like, oh, jeez, Johnny.
I'm sorry.
Rickle. But, yeah.
Let's see. Carolina, if his parents weren't so affluent, it would have been a different story, but kudos to that community for being open and accepting. Yeah, so this guy went into the group home. His parents were
wealthy.
Yeah, very wealthy and powerful in their community, so they pulled him. But because they had money, because people respected this family, they were good to the kid.
That's how it usually is. I don't know if you've watched the show. It's on Netflix, Love on the Spectrum. It's a reality show. Where
no.
People on the spectrum date. They go on the dates and they follow them. I think it was originally an Australian series, and then there's also an American version now. And, that they see coaches that help them and everything. But the common thread with all of them is that they're wealthy. They have very supportive families, but they're all, well-to-do. None of them are poor or destitute. Like, of course you're going to do better if you have resources.
Right.
And maybe they should show one person in an apartment building or something like the middle of rural, Kansas, something.
Wow.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched
the old heartstrings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I watched that other one. It's not on anymore. The one with Michael Rappaport, where he played the father of an autistic boy.
Oh yeah, that was a Netflix show.
I didn't think. It was all right.
It was all right.
It was.
But
Okay.
you muddled through it because you like those shows that are just meh. I don't want to. I don't want to feel the highs of Breaking Bad or the lows of Becker. But I just, somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
I forgive me. I've told the story before, but speaking of bad shows, I'll tell you about the time I met Colin Quinn. Did you ever see on YouTube Quinn had that show, Cop Show? It was called.
The Cop Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was with him and Leary, right? Was Leary in there?
Was Leary in it? I don't remember.
I think
Leary
the Cop
being
Show
in it.
eventually became like Rescue Me, right?
Oh,
I
really?
might be thinking of something different. But yeah, okay. So
I think you might be thinking of something different. Because if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken, this
sorry.
came later. But he put a bunch of episodes on YouTube. It was called Cop Show. It was basically like a spoof of like all the Law and Orders and like all these corny.
Okay.
And I'm here one night. I'm standing right here at the sliding doors, and he's at the green room with Gage, because they're cousins.
Yeah.
So I hear Gage. Gage is a great guy. He comes in here, supports a lot, and I hear him say to Colin, "Oh, let me introduce you to the guys over here at the studio." And I'm like, so immediately I'm like, "Holy shit!" Comes walking over. He says, "Tony, this is my cousin Colin Quinn." I go, "Well, of course I know you are." I shake his hand. I go, "I got to tell you, man, I wanted to say, I said, I loved Cop Show. I really loved it." Instead, and I don't know why I said it. I don't know where it came from. I said, "I love Cop Rock." Do you remember Cop Rock?
Stephen Bochco's apex
Musical?
of
Yeah. I don't, and again, I didn't watch it when it was on. I have no attachment to it. I've never thought about it. It just came out. And immediately I'm like, what the and he, sure enough, he's like, "Are you talking about Cop Show?" I'm like, yes, I'm really sorry. And in my head, I'm like, oh, what an idiot you are. But then I thought later on, I was like, well, maybe he'll remember me now for being such an idiot. But
you should have been defiant. Like, no, Cop Rock.
come
Here,
on, Quinn.
we're gonna watch clips of Cop Rock.
Right.
Here's the song about buying a baby. That was an actual song where they're on the steps in front of a courthouse, and the guy's
Really?
trying to sell them a baby.
Wow. So all right. So I'm glad I brought this up because you know your Cop Rock.
Oh my God, I have so many songs on my playlist from Cop Rock. That's your next. Once you get out of your Rickle hole, go down the old Cop Rock tunnel. Watch some of the songs. I kid
Really?
you not. Yeah. Then incorporate it into the show because I doubt Stephen Bochco is even. Well, he's not alive, so he's not going to go for the rights on this. But yeah, that was a big swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
A big
ABC put a lot of money into that show.
I don't know what in the world where that came from. So Carol also says she liked how they show the different degrees of autism. Yeah, I was starting to see that as I again, I'm about 3/4 of the way through, and I was starting to see those clips. Some parts made me cry, hit close to home. Okay. Fremder, the Kardashians taught us how to care too much for people like Bruce Jenner. Carol says love on the spectrum is great.
Yeah.
Oh, the show I'm talking about was Atypical. Right. Thank you, Carol.
That's it.
And then there's Andy Plajanos. He says, Tim Claus! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Oh, have you been a good boy, Andy?
I doubt it.
Nah, probably not.
Andy's going to be in here tomorrow.
Oh, great.
I think we might fight, me and Andy.
Like physically?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, all right.
Yeah. He was yelling at me the other day on this show.
He was yelling at you.
We had comedian Chris Cassandro. Do you know? Would you happen to know Chris?
Think so?
Yeah.
All right.
He's probably, I'm 52. I think he's around my age somewhere. I think he's a year or two younger. Chris was in here on Monday.
Yeah.
He ended up having to run out of here because he got a call while he was here. His son was some part of a group chat on the phone, and he was some of the people in this group chat were having some kind of argument.
Okay.
Chris's kid said to one of the girls in the chat that he said, I'm going to kill you. And then, of course, so this girl's parents went to the school. The school was now sending Chris's kid home for making a threat like that. So Chris had to bail and go handle that.
Oh, jeez.
So, Carol says, gloves and all, can't wait. Oh, Carol's going to get turned on.
So wait, was it not his kid? Was it really Andy?
No, well,
how does Andy get involved into it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I left that part out. Andy says, I was just giving you show filler. No, you weren't. Yeah, see, he's already starting to comment. They were 10. Yes, I know they're 10. Andy was saying, so
Andy was supporting, he's saying that he was carrying the show that you couldn't do.
Andy, without a doubt. Okay. I don't need reminders on that. I'm well aware of that.
All right.
That people tune in on Fridays to see Andy, not me. Absolutely. People are watching now to see you, not me.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
They just want to see where I'm located. Find me. I'm trying to stay low in my spider hole.
There's a lot of people out to get you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few.
I put a lot on the naughty list.
So I was defending the kid, saying, come on, how many times in our lives have we said to somebody, knock that off or I'll kill you?
I don't know. I've threatened like 3 or 4 people on my way here.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So Andy was on the other side of that, saying, no, you have to take action. This girl that this kid said it to, apparently, I don't recall how long ago or how recent, but there's a history where the girl once kicked him, and Chris was saying, well, that maybe that's because she likes you.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We're just trying to downplay it. They're all 10 years old. I was saying that sending the kid home was a little extreme. Chris felt the same way, which is why he was leaving to go handle it. Andy was disagreeing. Andy's saying, no, you have to do this. This is the way it is now. You can't make a threat like that. What if it becomes more? Right. Stuff like that.
So now you're going to fist fight.
Yeah, so now, yes.
So a group chat among 10-year-olds has led to 2 grown men fighting on the internet. Oh, what a world. I see both points. Every time something awful happens in a school, they're like, well, why didn't someone stop it? There were signs.
Right, agreed.
And you always feel bad.
Agreed.
But on the other hand, I'm like, how do these parents know what's, how crap I would do that parents would never find out.
Absolutely.
Conversations or peril. How many times have a friend is like you're trying to pull him off at the edge of a building, like, wow, we almost died there.
I did that. I was in my junior year of high school. me and a guy. What the hell was his name? Rob. We held our
penises.
Well, of course.
Okay.
But there was this other time.
Yeah.
We were on the second floor of our high school.
Yes.
And we held the feet. Brian Landers, I'll never forget it. Brian Landers said to us,
like a Suge Knight Vanilla Ice reenactment.
No. It was his idea. He said, hold me by my feet. He goes, and lower me. He says, I'm going to knock on the window of the floor, the class underneath us. So we did. We held him down. He knocked and he waved, and we pulled him right back up.
Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, but easily killed him just for a fraction of a second prank. Like, to make people smile. The dumb things we would do to just make people laugh.
Oh, absolutely.
Put your life at risk.
Totally worth it. I would do it again.
Yeah. Like it's Segway inventor. Hey, look at this cool trick I'm going to do here on the air. Oh, shit. It's like
But the point is we didn't get caught, and we, there were so many things that we didn't get caught doing, where now there's cameras everywhere, there's phones everywhere. You can't do anything fun.
Yeah. I
mean, say to somebody, I'm going to kill you.
I don't know, sending the kid home, couldn't they all just sit together and talk about it?
That's exactly what I said, my friend. That's exactly what I said.
Well, Andy, you're right. It should be, dealt with. But, just sending him home, that's just going to make the kid stew. I don't know. Just
right.
Hey, what'd you mean by this? Did you really want to kill him? Like, no, it's colloquialism. Like, you learned that word, so you have been paying attention.
I asked Chris, I said, does your son have a record of any kind? And he said, no. I don't know about the girl that kicked him, because Andy even said that. So that should have been documented.
Kick? Like to the head?
No, I don't think so. I don't recall. Chris is coming back this coming Monday, by the way, and we're going to follow up and get to the bottom of this.
I think you got to do promos for this, make like stinger music, like kick Gates.
Andy even said it was misogynistic to suggest the girl kicked him because she likes him. And that shocked me.
I thought that's something all kids would do. It doesn't matter if male or female. I don't know. You always say hurtful things to the people you like, and I don't know when that ends.
Well, apparently it doesn't because I love Andy and that. But we're going to
beat
fight.
him up.
We're going
over children-in-law.
The school's trying to prevent someone from growing up to be a serial killer. No, I get that, but his kid is going to have a Netflix special in 20 years about murder and how he eats people, says Fremder.
So a cooking show, I get it. Yes. That's what Netflix needs. Someone's in the kitchen with Dahmer. And then
That was good. That was pretty good. And now Andy's not commenting anymore. So, I think I pissed him off again. We're definitely fighting tomorrow. And I think Andy would win because he's
military man.
He's military and he's clever. Although he's had a heart attack, so maybe if I just one quick punch to the chest and I'm good.
That's your strategy?
That's my strategy.
Chest punch.
Or do I
make sure you yell every move you do? Leg kick, chest punch.
Oh, well, I can't do a leg
Hand
kick.
slap.
I can do a leg hit. I could just take it right off. Bam.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
that's what that girl did to him. She took her leg off.
She threw it across the room. Oh, there he is. I'm driving home from a business meeting.
I'm driving my way there.
I'm driving over to Governor's to beat you now.
Crap out of you right now.
But even that comment. I'm driving home from a business meeting.
That's dangerous, Andy. You know how many people's lives are in danger, so you can write that as you drive?
He was like, get me to the next red light so I can type.
I really think this fight should be settled maybe at school, at the school district meeting, whatever they do, where all the people sit up there, parents, teachers, and they get a ring and everything. So all these situations are settled there. We're just two men who have no connection whatsoever to the children fighting.
What do you think is more damage to Andy? If I hit him in the chest or if I start plucking his mustache hair?
Oh, geez. The mustache, really painful. Yeah. But,
painful to him because that's his identity. That's who he is.
That's true, but the chest punch might be deadly. Are you trying to kill? Oh, no, Andy's here. Andy, how long have you been here?
How dare you? These children must be reprimanded. Reprimanded. I made up words.
It wasn't you. It was Andy.
No, Andy wouldn't make up words. He's too smart for that. Take that.
You guys are just going to make out.
Well, it's talk to text, he says, and I keep losing the show.
Keep lousing the show? The shoe? What?
I'm not going to kill you, Andy says. See, that's how smart he is. He's not going to kill me. He's just going to torment me for hours and hours. Settle it with a thumb wrestle, says Andrew Fremder. All right, maybe we will do that.
All
thumb
right.
wrestle.
Make sure, you make a little arena. You get the camera in tight. Maybe if you have a spare GoPro, right on in your thumbs. That'd be great.
Actually, maybe we will do that. Andy, up for that? You up for a thumb wrestle?
Draw little faces on your thumbs, that kind of look, a little beard.
Well, mine will just stay this way because I'm bald. Or I'll draw the beard.
Little beard, yeah.
And then Andy can just draw a big mustache.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good idea.
I like it.
All right. I'm going to show some pictures.
Uh-oh.
We had, looking for things to talk about on the show. I came across this thing called, what did I call it? What was it called? Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. Apparently this is something that goes on annually, and I never heard of it. The Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. So
CWPA, yes. You don't know
exactly.
The
QWAPA.
QWAPAs?
The QWAPAs. You don't want to chuck with these thumbs, says Andy.
Oh, wow.
It came out chuck, but he meant to say fuck. All right, you don't want to fuck with these thumbs.
No, I think he meant chuck. Yeah.
Will you be able to have a thumb wrestling match, Andy, because your thumbs are so far up Geyer's ass?
Oh,
take that!
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Thumb star.
Remind me, I'm going to show these pictures, but then roasting is something else I want to talk to you about.
Oh, yes. No, we'll do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards, apparently this is an annual thing. I had never heard of it, but I came across it on the interweb, and I found some pictures, some of the winners from this year. Okay. So I thought I'd share them. Some of them are funny. Some of them are kind of cool. Some of them, they're all right. But
you can throw them up? Do they caption them, or it's just the photos?
It's just the photos.
All right.
And there's the first photo
Maybe
right there.
Maybe the people in the chat want to give them captions.
Well, Well, go ahead.
Get to
Caption
make
them now.
All right.
Caption this one.
We can throw it up on the screen.
Well, yeah, you can only see it there. I can't get the signal on that screen, so you can see things better up there.
Oh no!
Let me try it again.
So I'm looking at the little. This is on screen right now. It's an owl winking in a pipe. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yes, that's correct.
That one, huh?
I don't know if that won. It was definitely one of the finalists. Yeah, I can't get that working.
Oh no!
But that's Fremder says, "Hey baby, I love your feathers."
Oh, all right.
All right, so that's that one. So here's the next one. Just a horse. A horse?
Of course.
Or a deer. I guess it's a deer. Running
With
in the
wings?
yeah. Well, it just happens to be a bird behind it of some kind, and the picture just kind of.
Like, what's this bird brain doing by me? Oh dear. Oh no.
This one I thought was funny.
Go a little slower so the people could get involved. We got two penguins here on the beach. One's looking up here, the one's looking this way.
And he's got the hand out, like talk to the.
And put the guy in the beard in the middle. It'll be like the painting from Goodfellas. Like, you got the penguins looking all this way and that. Yeah. Oh, it's like, he's extending his flipper.
Right. So, like, talk to the flipper.
Yeah. Gotta go. That's a good one, Andy. Yeah.
Let's see. So here's the next one, which I'm not really sure what's going on here.
So we got two monkeys.
Yeah, and
the capuchins, or no?
Well, the one on the ground has his eyes closed. So I don't know if this thing is dead, which wouldn't make it a funny photo. So I'm assuming he's not dead. But then the one on top, I don't know if is he about to rape? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
I think he's trying to get consent.
Yeah, while touching the boobie. If you see, his hand is on the boobie.
It's probably monkey EMTs. Like you've had an accident. You've fallen out of a tree. You've been knocked out of the bed because there's one less monkey in the bed. It knocked you on the head and you've been kicked out. How many
times have you been kicked out of your monkey tribe?
Yes.
If you have, call 1-800-MONKEY.
Can you tell me what year it is? Who's the monkey president?
It's Planet of the Apes. What's his name?
Oh, it's a madhouse. Dr. Zayas?
Yes.
That's Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas.
So here, I don't know what's going on here. It looks like one kangaroo is kicking another.
Is this from a group chat? Shouldn't kick each other.
Probably
because the kangaroo likes the other kangaroo. But it looks like one kangaroo is holding the other kangaroos by its legs and swinging them around.
I was kind of thinking that too. And then you got this nice,
it's beautiful.
This beautiful landscape behind it. So it's
visit Australia.
Good day.
This is their travel bureau. Come visit Australia. The kangaroos do the diddle poops. We used to be criminals.
I'm Paul Hogan. Because that's all they
I'm
have.
80% leather.
This one I thought was funny. Two penguins talking, but I don't know where his head went. Do they have like the weird ability to move their necks like that?
Yeah.
To the
I
point
think they can't turn it all 180 like an owl. But yeah, they can. Wait, I'm trying to look. Is his beak in the other guy's beak?
No, his head is actually.
His head is gone.
Yeah, it's not there. I'm assuming that's why I'm asking about their neck. Like, can they actually put their head all the way behind their back or something?
Are you ignoring me? I just asked, what do you want to get for lunch? And you just ignored me.
Oh, Fremder. Princess Diana was a penguin in a previous life.
Oh no.
My goodness.
My goodness. She was the people's princess.
This one I like too.
Penguin princess.
I like this one too. This, what is that, an ostrich? No, not an ostrich.
It's a bird.
It's a bird.
And a hippo. And a Superman. No, it's, I don't know what those are called. It looks like a tern. But, yeah, those are like the birds that, like, don't they groom the hippos? Like, they eat the little, the stuff in their mouth. You ever see them? Like, you see in crocodiles and everything, they stand on them and they just groom them.
What? Who stands on who? What are you talking about?
Birds.
Birds stand on the hippo and then the hippo eats it?
No, they don't eat it.
Oh.
They go in there and they clean them out. They clean the food, the particles out of their mouth.
The bird goes in the hippo's...
Don't you have a bird, like when you wake up in the morning, doesn't a bird come pick food out of your mouth? and then groom you.
No, it's
How do you
well,
stay bald.
a bird is like a term for a girl in England. So
That's right.
So my answer would be yes, then I guess.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right. It's like, there's something behind me, isn't there? I'm not falling for it.
This one I thought was funny too.
Hi.
Raccoon smiling and waving to the camera.
Raccoons are adorable. Oh, how do you know it's a raccoon? He's wearing a mask. You can't tell.
Let's see, and then I think I have one more.
Like Bradley Cooper.
It does, yeah, Brad. Yeah,
He's got his messy hair and.
and then he he plays that little raccoon-looking thing in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's that raccoon's name?
I have no idea.
Rocket.
Rocket?
Rocket raccoon.
Like is that like a?
I know
spoof
they
on the
haven't
Beatles?
brought it up on Tulsa Kings yet. Once you get on that
yeah.
middling show.
Well, then it doesn't matter if it's not on Tulsa King.
Yeah.
All right, this last photo I thought was a little disturbing. It's a dog getting beat up. All right, you ready? There it is. It's a dog getting beat up.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? And oh, how perfect is that? You're wearing the Santa hat.
Oh my God. When was this taken?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that was a. Oh, that is probably the hat I'm wearing right now. Yeah.
Haven't washed it.
No. Well, why? You only wear it like 3 or 4 times a decade.
Yeah, true. But why are you punching a dog?
Am I punching the dog?
No, you're petting. You're
I'm petting
doing a
it.
little. You give him a nookie, a
Yeah.
noogie. But
It was a very energetic dog. Trying to keep it. It's a
So you wanted to
Boston
kill it.
Terrier. So no, I was trying to keep it from mauling me. Mauling us.
and that's why you have those 2 women. You were like, you sacrificed the woman, put them in front of you, and so
Yeah.
maul them instead.
Oh my God! Yeah. All right, that's Sam. Yeah, 2 friends of mine.
Not anymore,
No, why? What happened?
because you tried to sacrifice them.
Well, yeah, I guess. Water on the bridge, like sacrificing someone to a wild dog isn't the same as like, I don't know, arguing about random children's group messages. I mean, you could get over it. You don't have to go to fisticuffs.
Well, a nice, harmless thumb wrestle.
Thumb wrestle.
That's peaceful.
I want to see that. You got to promote the hell out of this. Is
I am.
this happening tomorrow?
It's going to happen tomorrow.
Oh my God! You're gonna have a countdown. Make it like, get this.
I should get, what's his name? Let's get ready to rumble. I don't know his name.
Buffer.
Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer. Wait.
Or is that the
Michael?
brother?
Is it Bruce?
Bruce? No, Bruce is the brother.
Bruce is the brother. Bruce is a Buffer brother. Buffer brother Bruce. The Buffer brother Bruce. Oh, that's hard to say.
I'm
Anyone in
impressed.
chat, can you type that? That's
I
fast?
am very impressed.
But yeah. So what are the odds, you guys? What do you think in the thumb wrestling? Who's going to come out on top here?
I will tell you right now, I will probably cheat, and then with the other hand, just
Why do you say that now?
Oh, I don't-
When you
because
cheat,
I don't care.
You're like the worst Dick Dastardly. You just. Finally, I'm gonna cheat.
Well,
Like
that's
you're
what
saying
they-
this during the press conference, Dick.
that's what they do in the cartoons. They talk to themselves.
Yeah,
and
but they don't say
give
it
out
out
their
loud
plan. Sure,
like
they
it-
do. Like I'll take care of that. I'll do this
So how are you gonna cheat?
because I'm doing the thumb wrestle, and then I'm just gonna pull his mustache with the other hand.
Spraying with pepper spray. You just pepper spray both of you, but you're still holding eyes, just tears and everything. Snot raining down on these thumbs. Ooh, what about thumb oil wrestling? Like,
Ooh, see now you're turning me on.
doesn't take much.
No, not at all.
It's common with most Tussle King fans. Tussle
Tussle
King.
King.
You guys ready for the Tussle King?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put American flag right here, like make it look like Rocky shorts.
Right, okay.
And then I'll give Andy's thumb a mohawk to make it look like Mr. T. And then people
T,
will root for
okay.
me because I'm Rocky. And
Of
I'll make
all
the
of
sound effect.
Rocky's opponents, you went with Mr. T. For it'd be maybe Drago.
Drago, the
yeah.
Russian.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Or
Andy.
make him
could-
a Thunder Lips. How about that? You wrestling, you make him, Hulk Hogan who was Thunder Lips.
who Rocky beat?
You Rocky beat, yeah. But I mean, he had to cheat. He had to stoop to Thunder Lips level.
That's
to
right.
win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll give him. I'll make Andy Tommy Morrison. So if there's any blood, I got to
Eyes
run.
of AIDS.
Right, because he has AIDS. Right.
Rest in peace, Tommy Morris.
Oh my goodness. Andy says I predict pain. So yeah, give Andy's like a bunch of chains and the mohawk.
There you go.
So that way he can't move the thumb.
There's a lot of production involved in this by tomorrow in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it'll be bad.
I'm looking forward to this.
So that's what I wanted to talk to after I gave Andy my bad roast about his thumb up Geyer's ass. So I was told that you are the roast king.
Oh God, I don't want that out there. No, that's gonna.
And I believe it because the person that told me is a well-respected comedian, a guy who I think should be a household name, Michael Keegan.
Oh my God.
Mike Keegan said, you are the roast king.
Oh, he's such a sweet sugar bun.
Now, what I didn't ask him, and I'm asking you, why does he say that about you? Like, have you won some major roast battles or something?
No, I haven't. I just, I don't know, I'm just good at saying horrible things about people. It's just the way, I guess I grew up. I don't know. No, I have done that before. I mean, been hired to roast. It's so weird to roast people you don't know.
Oh, I bet.
Isn't that a strange thing? Like, it's easier to make fun of the ones you love
right.
than strangers. But yeah, no, I have been hired to do that. And just, I used to have a Google Doc that I made. I would send out to the people, like, tell me all the things about you,
right.
So I could make fun of you.
So I can put you down for it.
But and people want that. It's so weird.
It is hilarious. It's my humor too. I love that stuff. I can watch
Keegan's a great roaster. Keegan is a great. There's some good roasters on Long Island. It's kind of died down, the roast battle thing. Is it?
Yeah, the Perillo thing.
Going. Well, not just Perillo, but everywhere they would do that.
Oh yeah, I only saw Perillos.
Yeah, no, not just on Long Island, but in the city and yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I don't know why Keegan said that. We've worked together on things and we've roasted each other, so he's just a sweetheart. He just says the nicest thing. So yeah.
Well, that's not a very good roast of Keegan.
But no, he can be vicious. Oh, absolutely. He's sweet until he's not.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like a Sour Patch Kid.
All right, so let's give us an example then. Roast me right now.
Why? Haven't I been roasting you this whole time?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So why?
All right, take it easy.
Jeez. I hate being unprepared roasting.
Has anybody ever gotten seriously pissed at you?
Pissed at me?
I mean, from a roast. I don't mean like just in life.
Yeah, no, constantly. From a roast? No, I don't think so. Because most of the people I've roasted are comics. If you're roasting a non-comic, you have to learn to do kid gloves. Don't go too insane. Once, if you don't know them, then you really can hurt the people. You know all the things that could really hurt them. But try not to.
Yeah, I mean, you said you've been hired to roast people, and you might be doing what for me. So
you try to do things on the surface level. Like just things that are obvious, nothing too deep. So no, I don't think I ever
see. And there you go. It's full circle. It goes back to Don Rickles because Rickles was the master.
He was a master.
And he could make fun of anything on anybody, but you'd always laugh. He said himself that hardly anybody ever really took him seriously.
That's another problem. No one ever takes you seriously. But he was roasting pretty much to the end, right? He was still doing in Vegas, and he kind of got grandfathered in, like he's uncancelable. I mean, like he was able to say things like, "Well, he was the America's crazy uncle." Like, he can say what it's all right.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
We need more like that, though. I wish we could still say stuff like that.
It's you're talking about the current climate.
I am.
I still believe that anything can be said if it's said funny. Some things are more difficult to say. The difficulty is ratcheted up. Like it's a 10 on certain things. We all know what subjects in the world are. But if you have a good angle on it, I think anyone can say it. It's just hard.
I think the problem is this. People go on Twitter and say something. You can't read the attitude behind it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you read it in the voice in your head.
Right.
You hear it like they might be the most benign thing ever.
Right.
But you're having a bad day, so you hear it as an angry attack on you. And that's, yeah.
Right, where if you're watching it in a club or if you're with a bunch of people and you hear, again, Don Rickles, if you're, he didn't tweet all the time. He was on TV saying these things. Probably. I don't even know. But he was famous and making TV appearances before Twitter and all that. So you saw how he was saying, you saw the fun behind it.
And you would see the whole thing. That's another thing, like, then things are taken out of context. Just a clip of you don't hear the whole setup, but like a joke would take maybe over 20, 30-minute time. You got to see the whole thing. You're not just going to see one little clip and you get the whole thing. Like, all I know from Tulsa Kings is him lighting a cigar. I'm like, oh, it's just a lumpy man lighting a cigar outside a steakhouse. But you're saying, like, no, it's even deeper and more...
there's a lot of yo.
Yeah, there's a lot of yo.
Hey.
It's a whole... You don't get the whole fish out of water...
Exactly.
...situation in Tulsa King from just seeing the poster of him lighting a cigar.
Right.
I hope Bruce Willis is okay. But, yeah, so...
Yeah.
I just started thinking about all the people that own Planet Hollywood. It's like, is Bruce Willis okay? Is there still a Planet Hollywood?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, my mind went somewhere.
That's okay. You can say whatever you want. We still have another half hour to kill. So
my God, is that half hour to kill that art? We really bailed on those pictures. Were there any good pictures there you guys saw of those animals? Oh, man, why do we even have this?
Yeah, Fremder was commenting a little bit, but but that was it. Let me check your monkey tits. I don't think I read that one before.
We're talking about the picture, right? Or
were we? Oh.
Are you gonna do captions for the photos that are not on the screen?
Yes.
Right.
Just captions while it's our faces. I can go back. Let's see.
No, that's all right.
Okay, never mind. What else we got? Oh, you just had a birthday not that long ago.
Yeah, back in
November 22nd to be exact.
November, yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
What'd you do for your birthday?
I did nothing. I don't do anything.
You don't do anything?
No. Once you're past 21, well, I guess, what's the last good year? 25? Because, like, yeah, you can rent cars and shampoo, carpet shampooers.
What?
That's how you had to be 25 to rent a carpet shampooer. That's a big moment. You don't remember that?
You really have to be 25 to rent one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You thinking like kids out there? No, you could go and we'll give you a gun and you fight for America, but you can't get this carpet shit, this rug doctor.
Going around cleaning things. I think 30 is the last big one.
Yeah?
What was that?
Because we did at the same time. So I think I thought something magical was going to happen. It was waiting for our bodies to swap.
Well, we both are bald. Yeah. We already did. We're both bald and bearded.
Yeah.
So we are with gray beards. We already...
See, that's a good body swap movie where the people, they just,
can't
both lives are still as miserable as the other. Like, there's no joy. Like, sometimes, like, oh, now I'm older, I could do these things. I'm a kid again. But, like, no, it's just...
It's just swap, like,
it's like as mad as Tulsa King.
Gonna do the same thing. Plajanos, we used to have to ask random people in the parking lot if they could rent the carpet shampooer for us.
Oh, my God, you would wait outside, right? Excuse me, mister. I left my ID at home. Could you rent a carpet shampooer for us? Like, oh, this is going to be so hot. Can't wait to get this in the shag. Deep shag.
Now you're talking.
So, for this year has been kind of tough. My mom, she had a heart attack, so she's been kind of incapacitated.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, that's all right. So I've been taking a step back and helping her out with things.
Good boy.
Right? I'm still mad at her for only having one child. I'm like,
Right, so it all falls on you.
Yeah. Like, come on, you could have gotten out there. There's still time for you.
Yes, well, so she can go adopt someone now.
Is that...
Why not?
Just adopt someone.
Yeah, adopt somebody now and then put that kid to work.
That's it.
Go take care of her. She's not feeling good. I gotta go somewhere.
I think I could adopt a child too. I think that, I don't
could?
know what the laws are. Do they eat? You have kids, right?
I do.
Yeah. Where do you store them?
Do
they take care of themselves? At what age do they start? Like,
the reason I had them was strictly for child labor. Yeah. Absolutely. And my mother is she's in her late 70s and she doesn't get around as well. So I am considering throwing one of them in her house.
To her,
so they can, pick up, like if she's not wearing her diaper and she, makes a mess in the house, then they can clean it up.
Oh, okay. So you got like a free range mom? She's just walking around.
Yeah, she's like a bird. She just, wherever.
Wow, all right.
Wherever. And then, and because she doesn't move well, she'll need somebody to bring her liquor.
Ah, gotcha.
So again, that's what we have kids for, just child labor.
These kids are just replacing all the St. Bernards that would bring people like
exactly.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, St. Bernards. I don't know. They're big. They're fat. They're a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kid can fend for themselves.
All right. Yeah.
Go get their own food and stuff.
It's a more svelte St. Bernard. That's the thing.
Right.
Speaking of St. Bernard, I don't know if you remember that classic movie Cujo. You remember Cujo?
I remember
Stephen
it.
King?
I couldn't tell you much about it, but I remember it.
Yeah, it was the St. Bernard with rabies. And the couple, the son and the mom were stuck in the car. I was watching that recently. I'm like, my God, the stunts they did with this dog.
Really?
Because there's no CG there. Like, it's weird looking at things. Like
pre-CGI.
Decades of thinking, oh, that's just CG. But you see all the practical stuff, like, oh, it's amazing. Like, then you're thinking, like, oh, crap, they are beating the hell out of this dog.
But they'll put it in the credits,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Animals were not harmed in the making of bullshit.
No, I think this was before they started.
Oh, even before that.
I don't know. Like, I mean, you see those old westerns, and those horses go flying,
right?
Exploding horses.
Well, I've told it here before, but I'll tell it again. I'm a huge Little Rascals fanatic. I love the Little Rascals.
What is the Little Rascal community called? What are you guys called? Rascals.
Rascal heads.
Rascal racers, because you're mostly on Rascals. Those.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So you're big Little Rascals.
There's an episode that even these things were being filmed almost 100 years ago at this point. There's one episode though, but even by their standards from back then, that was banned.
Wow.
Because in the episode, the kids are walking around and they find a dog, so they take the dog in. They're paying more attention to this dog than they are to Petey.
Oh no!
So Petey gets a complex. He gets all upset. He tries to commit suicide.
Petey,
and you see it. I have a bootleg copy of this film, and you see it. Petey is on a chair. The rope is hanging.
Oh no!
Puts his head in, and he kicks a chair away. And you see the dog hanging. You see him.
They hang the dog for the scene.
Yeah, and that's why that episode even back then was banned. And it's crazy. Andy Pacino says the name of Little Rascal fans is called pedophiles.
Oh, that's it. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Here's what's on the tip of my tongue. Pedophiles. Bad taste. Leaves a bad taste.
Oh, my goodness. Hello there, Felix. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Felix. Your magic bag. That's before your time. I don't know if that was Felix the cat.
Felix the cat, the wonderful cat.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. I don't know.
Come on.
You're a youngster. I don't know.
Youngster, yeah.
Talking about Little Rascals.
It's a touchy subject, being a pedophile. Get it?
Little Rascal. I don't know if it's an urban legend, but years ago used to hear that Cosby bought all the rights.
Urban legend. Never happened.
Never happened.
Never happened. Nope.
So what happened to the rights? Are they still? They
eventually
20th Century? Who made the Little Rascals? Was it 20th Century Fox?
No. It was before that. It was Max Roach and the same guys that made Laurel and Hardy and all those shorts back then. Yeah.
Are they all public domain now?
Somebody owns them. They just a few years ago they put out a whole big giant box set of all the episodes.
All right.
Yeah, they're still.
I love when things go public. You see, was it last year? Winnie the Pooh, the book, went public domain.
Oh, did it?
And a horror movie came out with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's why that movie came out?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
There's a horror movie this year for The Grinch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I see there's the Santa one. Do you see that one?
That's David Harbour?
Yes.
It's like Die Hard. Finally, a Christmas Die Hard movie.
Right.
I do want to see that.
I do want to see that, too. It looks so ridiculous. Like in the trailer, he's like, instead of season's greetings, he's like, season's beatings.
Ah, perfect.
Like, holy crap.
But there are so many. I think there was one with Goldberg years ago.
Whoopi?
Whoopi? Yes, it was Whoopi Goldberg as a violent Santa. The wrestler.
Oh.
I feel bad I don't know his first name.
Mister.
Mister, that's right. And there was one last year with Mel Gibson. Fat Man.
Oh,
Last year or the year before.
Yeah, something like that,
Like
yeah.
a kid got a hole in his stocking, so he hires assassins to kill
Oh,
Santa.
yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it seems like this is a new thing. Every year, a different violent Santa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's all about the violence at Christmas.
That's right.
Did you see the
I've seen none of the movies I just mentioned.
See, and you make fun of me with Tulsa
Yeah.
King. You know so much about stuff you've never even seen.
Yeah, could you imagine if I actually experienced life? All the things
I
would know.
was about to suggest you get out a little bit. Yeah.
I can't. I got to watch all the things that I don't watch.
So you're home taking care of mom, so you're just watching trailers all day.
Well, I work. I mean, she's in a facility. She's in a rehab facility. Actually, she's just leaving the hospital now. We had to put a feeding tube in. She's refusing to eat.
Oh.
So, which it's weird. I grew up not eating.
Yes, correct.
I didn't eat. I hated eating. And my mom and grandmother, trying to make me eat, and I was threatened with a feeding tube as a kid. Probably like, an empty threat. I don't think she could put a feeding tube in. I don't know. I didn't want to tempt it. But now I'm in the same situation with my mom feeding. I'm like, are you fucking with me? Is this like, are you trying to get back at me or something?
You're getting in her face like, it's karma.
Is this, are you messing with, like, I'm insane. And she's like, what? No. It's like, I love you. It's fine. Unadulterated love, Jesus. I tried, and she won't eat, and I'm feeding her and everything. Like, and I'm like, well, what would Jesus do? That your favorite superhero, Jesus? Like, what would he do?
Your favorite superhero.
She loves the guy. He has all the merch and everything. Loves the dude. Like, wears it around her neck. Like, I think that's why I'm Tim Thomson, because it looks like his symbol. The T. I don't know. I'm not going to go into the origin stories. It's all laid out. You can see it if you look back into the episodes of my life.
It's documented, just like the Bible. It's all well documented.
It's all well documented.
Wow. So 2022 has been a little rough.
Yeah. But is it rougher than any other year that's past half a decade? I don't know.
Oh.
It's been a wacky half a decade.
Yeah. So 2023 looking up? New beginning?
It can't get much worse, right? Don't say that, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I hope things get better for your mom. Was she in a home previous to the heart attack, or?
No, she was living on her own. It was.
Wow. So this was a doozy.
What they call a widowmaker.
Oh.
It was a bad one.
Yeah.
So yep.
Wow.
It happened right in church. It's probably the best thing. She got up and then she was down again, so they all helped her. They're all very helpful when people are watching.
Good thing it was a Catholic church?
Yeah.
Good thing. If it was like, Pentecostal or born again or something, they would just think she was falling down as like
speaking in
it's
tongues,
a miracle.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I think other churches would help her. I don't know.
Oh no, they would help her, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying they would probably take a second because they're probably
That's
thinking
true.
she's just
Yeah.
having one of those.
Maybe Christian
religious
Science
moments.
Church might be like, it's in his hands. Luckily, he did it in his hospital, and
Wow. All right. Well, all the best to your
Thank
mom.
you.
All
Yeah.
the best. Yeah. Absolutely.
so yeah, I've had to step back, and helping out a lot. So that's taking a lot of time. That's depressing. I'm sitting there with her, like, damn, you're depressing.
How dare you do this?
And then I'll actually get up and dance for her. Like, come on, get something out of you. Something.
Get up and dance.
Gotta perform somehow here.
Have you tried roasting her? Look at you with your heart attack.
I've been roasting her since the day we met. So I've always,
The day you met.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forget exactly. It was, I think, in the bar in Brooklyn. In Sheepshead. I looked down. It was like a Lady and Tramp situation, but instead of spaghetti, it's my umbilical cord.
And it's not the mouths. Oh my god!
And I'm trying to cut it with my own teeth. Like, why don't I have teeth? Couldn't I have been born with teeth?
Felix says they would help her in the Roman Catholic Church only if she put money in the basket.
That's true. Luckily, it happened after the second offering. So yes.
The second offering. Oh,
well, the first one, like, let's wait this out. They nudge her. The guy's nudging her with the basket. Like, ma'am, honorarium.
Holy shit!
Catholic insurance.
Wow. Well, there you go. Time to take some money out of that basket. Help her pay for some medical bills.
Oh yeah.
You got that, church?
Yeah.
Step up.
You listen to this, Francis, over there in your castle.
Francis.
I always thought the Pope is crazy. Like, he's the most powerful man you've never seen wear pants.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. Well, yeah, he wears that long robe because, hiding some altar boys in there.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, well.
Hack. Come on.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I went for the obvious.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got? Back at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
A man named James Michael Grimes from Alabama was on a cruise to Cozumel, Mexico, when he fell overboard and spent 18 hours in the Gulf of Mexico before being rescued.
Wow. Yes, I remember this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh. What kept him alive was thinking about how badly he wanted to see his 9-year-old daughter again. So he was in the water for 18 hours, freezing his ass off, and he just made up songs that he sang to himself about his daughter.
Oh, that's sweet. What would keep you alive there, bobbing up and down in the water?
I would just recite the Tulsa King lines to myself.
That's just like the theme song to Tulsa King?
Which I don't
What's the theme
know.
song?
I have no idea.
Tulsa King, Tulsa King, Tulsa King.
Going to Tulsa now. That's what it is. It's the Eye of the Tulsa King.
Yeah.
That's the theme song. Let's see. So
I don't 18 hours. Like I guess he just floated. Like Jesus.
That's a long time. Plus, it's got to be cold.
Yeah, November. Hey, isn't the Gulf warm at that time of year? I don't know.
Is it that warm though? I don't know.
How did he fall off? Does it say?
Well, he was. He was on the first. It was the first night he was on the ship.
Idiot.
It left from New Orleans going to Mexico. He says flat out, "I had some beers and some wine.
Mm-hmm.
I won free drinks from an air guitar competition." Let's not forget this man's from Alabama. So
okay,
yeah. Winning the drinks was his last memory, because then after leaving his family in from the bar, he woke up in the water.
How long was he in the water before he woke up? Like,
The boat wasn't even in sight, so
man.
that's how long he was out. I thought to myself, wow, this is real. I'm out here at sea. This is real. His family didn't even realize he was missing until the next day. So they called the U.S. Coast Guard. They began a search. But yeah, 18 hours. He encountered 2 swarms of jellyfish that stung me pretty good all over my legs, arm, and neck. The scariest part was seeing what he thought it was a shark. I spotted a fin about 15 feet away that was heading towards me. I put my head underwater, opened my eyes to look at it. I'm not sure if it was a shark, but it bumped my leg and I kicked. It never came back. So you know what that means?
no, what?
It means he just liked the shark.
He just liked that shark. This is the only way he could show affection.
That's it.
Then they had to be called in to the fish school.
After the sun went down, I spotted 2 ships and spent hours swimming to them. He got sunburned. I got so sunburned that I was really shivering once night set in. I told myself that I had to make it to one of those boats. I wasn't sure how much longer I can go on. Eventually, he got close enough to a ship for a person to spot him. And then somebody yelled out to him, the Coast Guard is 15 minutes out. Minutes later, a helicopter circled over him. I pulled off my boxers and waved them over my head to make sure they saw me.
So he was down to his boxers by this point. Like, you think he was just taking
so.
like articles of clothing the whole time? Well, you might want to keep some of it on so reduce your exposure.
Unless maybe he was already undressed. Maybe he used, was doing air guitar.
Oh, that's right. He's from Alabama. I'm just assuming, like, if you're in public, you wear clothes.
Right. No, it's, again, Alabama.
No shirts, no shoes, no problem here.
Yeah. And then, he lasted 18 hours, spent 5 days recovering in the ICU. He's from Alabama. He doesn't have insurance. So he's facing a lot of medical bills. So his sister helped him by setting up a GoFundMe campaign.
They might have a lawsuit against the cruise line over serving this guy. They fell off a boat. But, yeah.
Maybe. I
would not have lasted. I would have died.
18 hours?
Oh, no.
Well, I wouldn't have found the boat because, with only one leg, I'd just be swimming in circles the whole time. I would get dizzy and drown.
I would just float. Like I would stop treading. You do like what's called the dead man's float. Just laying.
There you go.
Oh no, dead man's face down. Just float on your back, right? Burn your nipples off, but yeah.
True. And he didn't have anything to blow up that he can sit on and float. But
yeah, so he is from Louisiana. He probably had Alabama.
Same
has
thing.
That thick,
Same thing.
Leathery skin. So he probably. No, I would have been dead.
Yep.
That is a big fear of mine, just being out in the middle of the ocean, just about shark attacks.
That's a fear of yours?
Oh, yeah. I worry about it all the time.
Because we live on an island, or do you spend a lot of time in the water, or?
No, I don't. I always had that fear. I don't know. Probably so. Jaw is way too young.
Could be.
Yeah, it freaked me out. I don't know. You can't, especially the water out here, you can't see shit.
Well, that's
you don't
true.
know what's swimming around there. Like,
Yep.
People say there are no sharks. There's sharks.
Oh, there's sharks. We had all sorts of sharks this past summer. We had sharks.
Every summer. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Scary.
My biggest fear is being in prison. Not that I would have a reason to be in prison, but that's a fear of mine.
Do you think you would do well in prison?
No.
No? Would you try to, take you like a little rascal dog? Would you just...
Yes.
Yeah?
I would pull a Petey.
You would pull a Petey?
Pull a Petey.
Pull a Petey. All right.
Yeah.
Don't say pull a Petey in prison. It's just...
that has a different... Yeah, don't say that to a child, right? It's a whole different meaning, yeah.
I fear. I definitely don't want to go to prison.
Yeah.
I would probably... Because I don't think I could poop in front of people.
I can't poop in front of people.
No. Right?
No.
I can't poop in weird places. So if I used to go camping, I would take enough Imodium to make sure I don't poop for the weekend or whatever. Yeah.
The first winter I had without my leg, stupidly, I went upstate with some buddies. It was the first and last time I ever went hunting. I had some buddies that were really into it. I figured I'd go with them.
Yeah.
I didn't know until we got there. My buddy who had a cabin upstate, it was like Little House on the Prairie. He had an outhouse.
Oh, boy.
So I had to dump, and I had to go. And for me to dump, I have to take the leg off because the thing comes all the way up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it would. My poop would hit the leg, so I have to take the leg off. So I had to walk through snow, go into an outhouse, take the damn thing off, sit and do my. I was like, and I remember sitting there thinking, I am never doing this again. Going upstate
now, was
hunting.
it just a straight up outhouse where you poop down? Because I've been in like a hunting cabin, and it had a compost toilet, and then it's not connected. So there's compost in there, and you poop, and you throw more compost in, and you press a button, and it would stir. It's a literal shit stir. It would just keep stirring it up. It's like the Perillo of bathrooms. Perillo loves to stir the shit. I'm kidding, Perillo.
No, you're not.
Can't see me, right?
No. No, there was nothing like that. It was
so it's just a hole in the ground.
Dumping in a hole.
God, yeah.
in a little tiny shack, not much bigger than this area right here.
Yeah, that's
it was awful.
how people relax.
Exactly.
In the woods and shit over holes and
it was middle of January. There was snow on the ground. It was cold. Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. I was like, why? I'm never doing this again, and I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Was it snow on the ground, like deep?
Oh, it wasn't deep, but there was some. So I was, and again, it was my first January with.
Do you have a
with the lake.
snowshoe attachment, or do you have different attachments for snow? Like you put chains on it? How does it work?
I used to avoid the snow, just get the rocket attachment, and I can just kind of,
Whoa!
just buzz
Just
around.
one rocket leg?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this leg would just be dangling. But the vibrating attachment,
Ooh.
I've chosen to get that ahead of the rest.
Now with removing that, like,
Yep.
and now I'm sorry, morbid interest, but like, have you ever had any close call? Like, I've had moments where I barely got my pants off. You're running like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long does it take you to get that?
And that's the thing. Like you're in those situations, like, oh my god, and you don't, in that situation, you just drop your pants and it all flies out. I got to take my damn leg off first. Then I got to get over to the bathroom or take my leg off in the bathroom. It's like a whole extra,
Yeah.
it's a big step, and that and you don't have time.
It sucks. I'm so sorry.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Not shit yourself.
Exactly.
Take Imodium.
Nothing like some good hole-to-hole camping, says from.
Yeah.
From this, as I heard, that's common for men that are unhappy in their marriage or to jump ship. Oh, Felix says they should question the wife. Did he get a redneck from the sun?
We'll say it's from the sun, yes.
And I've just been called an asshole. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, thanks.
Why did it take so long?
Where you been?
Who called you an asshole?
DJ D-Love and Michelle have called me an asshole. All right. That's fine.
Wait, is that the whole cast of Full House? DJ, Michelle, and what? Stephanie?
Wow. You know your Full House.
Just no TV.
Yeah,
right?
I see that. Yeah.
I like TV. It's my friend.
So you're just blaming your mother. She has nothing to do with this. You're sitting home just watching TV anyway.
What? I'm blaming my mom for what? She didn't raise me. TV raised me.
Ah.
I blame her for not having enough kids, or if we're getting into a loveless marriage. Just marry someone. Who cares, right? Just someone.
Well, money. Find somebody with money.
Oh, is that it? Yeah. No, we had to grow up poor. It's a choice. A choice I keep choosing.
Not a lot of money in that filling up filing cabinets?
No, it's mostly in shipping. This makes sense.
All right, so
wooden crates. You use all the wooden crates from the cat. It has to be from the Raiders of the Lost Ark wooden crates. Have you ever had to open a? Have you ever been sent something where you had to get a crowbar to open it? I always thought one day I would get a crate.
one of these days.
I hope one day. See one of the drones drop a crate off. I'm like, yes. Please be a monkey's paw. Please be a monkey's paw.
Now it's called Full House Room for Rent.
Oh, that's true. Those kids are orphans now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their aunt is in jail. She can't even.
Oh my God! It's a full
Is she
broken house.
Is she still in jail?
I think
You know all your TV.
I think she's out.
Is she out?
Yeah, I believe. I know Felicity definitely got out. Huffman.
Yeah, she only did what, a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure.
Lori Loughlin.
Yeah,
She's
Lori
out.
Loughlin is out.
You think she has any lesbian stories from her time in jail?
Full House After Dark.
Nice.
A big house.
Orange is
I
the
don't
New
know.
Black
She
house.
probably is in the minimum security. Just.
Oh, you don't ruin my fantasy.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was late at night, and Aunt Becky was on the top bunk.
Perfect.
Inside trader Lord Wittenberg comes up to her like, "Hey." No.
Nice. All right, that is it. It's 12:30. It's time for us to go. All right. So what do you got? You said you got a comedy
really,
show in January.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything for the rest of the year. Yeah, Crabtree's in Huntington the first Monday of the new year. Is that? Oh, as I'm trying to get through on the calendar.
The first Monday of the new year, like as in January 2nd?
Tuesday.
Oh.
Sorry, January 3rd, 2023 in Huntington, Crabtree's, which is the old East Side Comedy. It's a lot of
Oh, is
history
it?
of that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And there was a jazz bar for a while, up there. So
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
it's a nice little room. There's going to be a lot of other comics there as well. That's
Like who?
Johnny McDonald's room. So
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
I was
know
just in
that.
the right place. He's like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah. And then he just turns to the next comic. Hey, you want? Like, damn it. Felt special for a moment. Like, oh, that's right. You're not special.
Johnny's great, though.
Oh, my God. He's amazing. Yeah.
Very nice. From there, I'm sure being locked up, she probably plays Bumper Beaver every now and again. Bumper Beaver.
Bumper Beaver with Bruce Buffer's brother. Bumper Beaver with Bruce Buffer's brother. I can't do it.
Well, don't forget, tomorrow's the big day.
Thumbs
Andy,
up.
Get ready, Andy. Thanks, pal. Always a lot of fun when you're
Thank
here.
you for having me. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Anytime, man. We got to do it more. A lot of laughs.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I hope your mother climbs
I'll
the
say hi to
ladder.
my mother for you. How about that? I'll say hi to your mother. Thank you.
January 3rd, go see Tim Thomson in Huntington. He's great. I've seen his act. He's hilarious, and Johnny
Thank you.
McDonald's great. So that's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Today's Thursday. Anything on tonight on Govs? I don't think there is. So tomorrow, me and Andy will be fighting it out. Tomorrow we'll be duking it out. Does that sound? I'm aging myself when I say that term, right?
Mano
Duking
a
it out.
mano, thumb to thumb.
Thumb
There
to
you go.
thumb.
Big thumbs up for tomorrow, right, guys?
There you go. All right, everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Don't forget to come on down on New Year's. I'm in the Giggle Room on New Year's. One of those Butera shows.
Nice.
Rich Rader, Courtney Ortera, Emily Santosis, Allison Persky, and Joe Cravella, and Kristen Danko, and Gino Strong. Hosted by Dan LaRocco, headlining the man himself, John Butera. Go check that out on New Year's Eve. That's the early show in the Giggle Room. The late show in the Giggle Room, you'll see what is being called Jeff Bosey's final comedy performance.
What?
He's claiming that he's retiring.
He's retiring.
He said there is a possibility he'll come back.
Why is he retiring now? Why not years ago?
Well, you can still catch him in our murder mysteries. He works with me in my Knockem Dead. He works for me in my murder mysteries now with Knockem Dead comedy.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
So yeah, apparently, and he does a great job. So you can still see him doing that. He's not retiring from that. So there you go. If you're in the Connecticut area, January 26th, you can see us at a place called the North House, a great restaurant up in Connecticut. I'll post all the info for that. And you can see Jeff Bosey, he plays my daughter. And we have a mob show, and he plays my daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Typecasting.
Yes, of course.
There you go. All right, we're out of here. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Tim Thomson.
Thank you for
once
having
again. Let's get him back here soon. Thanks, guys. See you later.